impact do you think AI is going to have on marketing in general in the coming couple of years?
It's gonna take a lot of jobs. It's gonna take a lot of jobs, but not. It will take them in its current form, and we have to adapt, especially in marketing. I use Write Sonic daily now for content and producing content in different areas, and that kind of content I can produce. I can produce posts and articles in probably 10% of the time I previously could. But it's not. AI is always going to need that human impact and to make things more human. But the impact of AI in general is it's a huge time saver right now. There's more than enough platforms that could apply to, I believe, every business industry out there. But especially in digital marketing and coding. I worry for web development because I think 52% of GitHub, which is like, the where most programmers and devs put their body of work, and that's where you run your production sites, your test sites and stuff. 52% of GitHub is now being written by AI. It was confirmed this year. So we've already surpassed the threshold of the 50-50 in terms of code being developed by people and AI. So what anyone listening that wants to keep up with the trends, and if you've been in the digital industry like ourselves, Marie, for such a period of time, we've always had to adapt. There was always a new shiny thing. There was always a new paid platform system and stuff. That's the be all and end all. But AI will now completely change the working day. But if applied correctly, it will be a huge advantage and time saver for people. It doesn't mean we go from 8, 9, 10-hour days to 1-hour days because AI is beside us now. It's not going to mean that. You're going to still do your work hours, but you're going to have to adapt. And actually the output of businesses should be much higher, but it should allow people to be more creative, come up with better campaigns, better ideas, and implement their ideas easier rather than, Armageddon, kind of the world's going to end kind of AI output. It's you have to be optimistic about all of this.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's huge potential with AI. Like, if you look through history, there's always been things like that. It's like with the advent of mass production in factories, people thought like, oh, we're going to lose lots of jobs. No, there's more factories, so there's more jobs. It's the same with farming and agricultural machinery. It makes it easier. But even in the marketing sector, with marketing automation, you need more marketing people to get it working for you. I think with AI, there's going to be more need of people who know how to use it correctly, and there could potentially be more jobs for people within that sector. It certainly makes things easier, which just means that there'll be a higher standard. But ultimately, I think that's better for the end user and for people in general. But I think there's going to be huge opportunities there too.
Completely agree. Like any industry, unfortunately, the lower skilled roles are always the ones to go first, and AI is going to be no different. It's lower skilled work that is going to be taken, but then it should free up time and opportunity for pushing on and making huge things. And it's in every industry. When you were talking farming there, I was thinking about there's a new AI adapted like laser scanner that goes across fields, basically zapping, burning the weeds that might be coming up on fields before they've even got started. But people might say, oh, that means, it's going to have these effects and that. The reality is just the amount of yield that farmers can produce from their crops from that sole AI invention is going to be huge, which means more food, which is something in itself.